Alright, since 93 Sports back with another one. So apparently there's a rift between the new school generation of hip hop and the old school generation of hip hop. And it isn't really like the old generation and the new generation as a whole. It's just a few particular individuals. So I believe this all started with the interview that Flocka did on thisis50.com. Basically, you know, blaming the old school hip hop for the shortcomings of the new school, basically going through all the criticisms that the old school had, you know, saying that, you know, they're drug users and addicts and are promoting this, and how the business side of things aren't right. And Flocka was just going on and saying that, you know, the old school created a trend, all the business dealings that they did, you know, coming up, the new school is just following an example, and all the, you know, references to drugs and glorifying, you know, drug dealing and all that stuff. They're basically saying that, you know, the old school glorified that and the new school is just following suit. And I agree with that to a certain extent. At the end of the day, you know, Flocka Flame, you know, he's sitting up here, you know, putting himself in the same sentence as Nas and Jay-Z, like Flocka's the spokesman for the new generation. I mean, Flocka hasn't been relevant since 2010, and he only had like a few hits. And, you know, he's the epitome of the new school. You know, you got guys that come out and have a hit, and, you know, you might be rocking with it for, you know, 6 months or even a year, but after that, you know, you look back and you're like, damn, what happened to these dudes? You know, like, what happened to even the song that the guy was famous for? You know, like, a lot of this music that the new school's putting out, it just don't hold the, you know, the test of time. You know, you can't just like vibe with it, you know, years and years afterwards. It's just hot for the moment, you know, in my opinion. And I was born in 93, so, you know, this is my generation, you know, the early to mid 2000s and up. You know, that's my generation of hip hop. But, you know, I thought, like, you know, you can listen to a lot of this stuff that's coming out today. You know, you want to get hype or work out or, you know, turn up for the nightlife. But, you know, when you just riding and vibing, you know, you really can't. It don't have no substance to it, and that's when I revert back to the old school, because it was a lot more substance to the lyrics. But that's just my opinion. You know, no offense to the new school. You know, they're generating a lot more money, and, you know, 21 Savage came out and was talking about how, you know, the OGs, you know, why they always criticizing, talking about how we're glorifying, you know, being drug users when they glorify being drug dealers, and what's the difference. And you can't really, you know, debate that. But then he went on to say, why can't we talk about how we you know, #1 genre in the world? And, you know, you can say that, but, you know, a majority of today's hip hop, is it really hip hop anymore? You know, it ain't even really, in my opinion, it's not even really a hip hop culture anymore. You know, it's so rock influenced today, in my opinion. You know, it's like it's fused, it's a hybrid. I mean, it's still hip hop, but it's just a hybrid. You know, you take so many things away from other genres, and other genres a lot of genres have taken a lot from hip hop. But at the end of the day, you know, it ain't really like a just hip hop culture anymore. It's just, you know, it's a lot of like hipsters and, you know, tiny pants and you know, loud colors and just everything. You know, it's a lot of weird goofy shit going on, like motherfuckers wearing chokers, and they go into saying, you know, what's wrong with, you know, it was wrong, you know, for them to glorify being drug dealers, but at the same time, it was, you know, it was at the end of the day, it was believable. You know, the guys that was talking about that, you know, the street life and all them kind of things, it was believable. These guys, you know, looked the part. But now you got these guys with, you know, rainbow color hair and chokers on, and they talking about they gonna hurt you or kill you. I mean, it's like, it's shit's laughable. It's no respect there. It's no, like, you can't take these guys seriously So, you know, you got to address that, you know, too, at the end of the day. But you know, that's my thoughts, man. It's a good conversation to start. It's a good debate, man. But anyway, that's my thoughts, man. Make sure y'all let me know, you know, how y'all feel on the current state of hip hop. This is Since 93 Sports. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when all my latest content drops. And I'm out.